Well, what's up guys, it's Case. I'm doing my 6th update video for you guys. I promised one for a while now and I never got around to it, so I thought, hey, why not some Battlefield 3 footage while I go along with it, because we've done like Halo, we've done Call of Duty, and we just mix it up a bit. So this is a few matches from Mixed Up. I thought they were alright, so I couldn't really get much good footage from Battlefield because I'm not that good, but hey, there we go. So E3 happened last week, maybe the week before, I can't remember, and it was amazing. I'm mainly going to talk about Xbox and Microsoft stuff, new games, some new games that got announced and announced, and some like things to do with Microsoft and that. If you're a Sony fanboy or you're behind Sony on this, then that's fine. This isn't to make a flame war or anything. This is just my opinion and what I'm thinking at the moment. So when they announced the Xbox One a while ago, about 2-3 weeks before E3, I was really excited about it because I knew they'd talk about a decent console. Now they did just mainly talk about what the Xbox can do and entertainment stuff. Now that doesn't bother me. I'm not too fussed about the entertainment stuff, although I do use like LoveFilm and stuff like that, and maybe YouTube quite a bit. I like the fact that they're making Skype the default chat system for it now, because Microsoft bought Skype years ago and we've been waiting for some stuff for that for a while. You got the snap feature where you can have multiple things going on at once, which will make waiting for load times in gaming lobbies and multiplayer and stuff, it'll make it a lot more entertaining because you'll be able to watch TV for a bit while you wait for your match to start. Then move on to E3. Now loads of people were a bit skeptical and said the Xbox One was shit because that's all they talked about, entertainment. They were just getting that out of the way for E3. They're all about games at E3. I think they mentioned one entertainment thing at E3 about the Xbox One, which is the partnership with Twitch, and you can live stream to Twitch as well as YouTube and stuff like that, which is really good, and that will help me out as well. I'll be using that quite a lot with my live streams and stuff that I do on Twitch anyway, so that's a good idea. Then they showed off a bunch of games. They showed off, I think it's Rise, whatever it's called. It was like a Rome Gladiator thing. That looked impressive. That was running on the Xbox One, so that next gen does look stunning, and it's 60 frames per second. All the games on Xbox One are 60 frames per second. So that game's that's going to be a launch title. That's interesting. Xbox One edition of Minecraft, so they're carrying that over. That's going to be interesting. I play Minecraft a lot, so it'll be good to have that on the next console as well, even though I can play it on my 360. So I'm hoping they don't make you buy it again if you've already got it on the Xbox 360, but it'll be improved, and they've got bigger save slots and stuff and whatever. Dead Rising 3, they announced that. That was a big surprise for me. I really enjoyed that. I love the Dead Rising series. The Dead Rising series is fantastic, and 3 looks so good. It's no loading screens. It's a bigger city. It's like three times bigger than Dead Rising 1 and 2 put together. Stories like a few years after the outbreak, so I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see that soon. What else? Titanfall, the guys from Respawn. They are doing really well. Now, Respawn Entertainment was made by 2 or 3 guys from Infinity Ward after Modern Warfare 2 came out, and they had a dispute with Activision over something. I think they went to court with it as well, and I don't think they won. Obviously, Activision is a bigger company than just 3 guys. But they've got together, they got a new studio, they've made their own studio now called Respawn, and the first thing they're bringing out is Titanfall. Now that looks really interesting. It's like a blend between, it's like a multiplayer game which has single player story elements to it, it's very interesting. It works really well. The demo looks fantastic. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Look for the Titanfall E3 demo. It's like first person shooter, which is kind of like COD, but you've got jetpacks, you can wall run along stuff. And there's giant mechs called Titans, which are badass, and the game just looks incredible. And it was running on the Xbox One, and I think it's being published by EA, so that's going to be interesting, because if they make a sequel, they might allow them to use the Frostbite engine or something. Speaking of Frostbite, Battlefield 4 looks absolutely incredible. If you haven't seen it, check out the multiplayer gameplay for Battlefield 4. You can bring down skyscrapers in the middle of a multiplayer match now. The things they're doing with Frostbite 3, I mean, even single player looked impressive the last time we saw it when they actually showed it off. Now multiplayer, 64 players on the Xbox One, that's brilliant because the Xbox 360 and PS3 can only handle 32. So they've doubled that. That's gonna be a launch as well. They announced that they're getting rid of Microsoft points as well and trading it for the PlayStation-styled real-life proper currency, so you know how much you're putting on, which is a great idea. They've been talking about doing that for a while, so it's good that they've added that. That's changing at the end of start of July, I think. So if you've got any Microsoft points on your account, they will automatically be converted over, and Microsoft point cards will still be allowed to use until, I think, for about a year, I think. So that's all good. I just think it makes it more easier to understand, and because, like, I think I said a while ago, someone worked out that if you're paying like for like 2,100 Microsoft points, the amount you're paying, you should actually be getting about 2,730 or something. Someone worked it out, so they have been ripping people off a little bit. Then they announced that it doesn't need to be always online. It scans once every 24 hours to authenticate your stuff. If you don't have an online connection, it'll allow you to play for an hour before turning itself off. That wasn't a great idea. Lots of people were unhappy about that. Same with the Kinect. Loads of people thought that is always on. Now they have clarified this, you can turn the Kinect off, which is good for privacy and stuff. You can put it in pause mode and stuff like that, and you can turn it off altogether. Or, you know, it's mandatory though with the new Xbox, with all the voice commands and stuff like that. So I don't mind that. I like the Kinect. I liked the first one. I've still got the first one. I don't use it that much because there weren't that many games made for it, but the new one looks impressive. What else? There were trading and stuff. There was loads of skepticism about trading games and stuff, saying that you can't trade your games, you can't share them with friends. If you share it with a friend, you've got to deactivate it on your account and then let them activate it on theirs, stuff like that. Now, this week, Wednesday, the 19th, I think, they have confirmed that they've gone back on everything, because Sony said that they can trade games exactly how you do with the PS3, doesn't always need to be online, stuff like that. Loads of people were overwhelmed and they loved what Sony did. That was a big stab at Microsoft, and Sony did actually in fact win E3 with the PlayStation 4, although personally, I think the PlayStation 4 looks a bit tacky. The console itself, it does look a bit too plasticky, and the whole slanted feature, that's not going to go well. It's not going to look well in your bedroom or your living room. I mean, it's cool, it's got a blue light on it and everything, so it's a controller. It does look good, but it's a bit tacky. I prefer the Xbox look. Back to that though. So Sony won E3 pretty much with all their announcements. They did some good gameplay showings as well. Infamous Second Son looks fantastic. They're doing loads of good stuff with that. Watch Dogs, they had Watch Dogs and Destiny at their conference, which look impressive as hell. So, you know, they'll probably be definitely I'm definitely getting Watch Dogs at some point, along with Battlefield and Dead Rising. And Assassin's Creed looks good as well. They showed Assassin's Creed off. I heard they were showing multiplayer off at the E3 floor as well. So, you know, there'll be gameplay of that online as well. So, on Wednesday, Xbox came out with a statement saying they've taken it all back. They've redone the software. Doesn't require online authentication. It doesn't at all. Well, you need to the first time you set up the console, which is mandatory anyway. You're going to have to sign in all your details, connect to your live network, but you can play it offline just as you can on your 360. Also, you can trade games. There's going to be no cost. There's going to be none of that bullshit, although you can't obviously trade or lend your digital downloads to a friend, but you can't do that now anyway, so you know, no trouble. So it's exactly the same as the 360. No extra cost for turning it in. You can share it and share it out, give it to your friends, let them play it. You can play it at their house. So that's good. The Kinect can be turned off, and you know, they're back in the race, I think, personally. I was always going to get an Xbox One. As soon as they announced it, I went and pre-ordered one. I got VIP access to exclusive bundles. I can skip the queue on launch night. I'll probably be getting it at midnight, hopefully. Anyway, so my channel, if you stay subscribed to my channel, it doesn't matter if you're getting a PS4, I will be getting an Xbox One, and I'll be playing Dead Rising and stuff like that day one. So, you know, I'll probably put up some footage and stuff of the Xbox One if you want to come and have a look on my channel, see what it looks like. See for yourself. I'll be giving you my thoughts and my opinions and stuff like that. That's November. They've announced that the console's coming out in November for, if you're in England, around £430. America, it's about $4.99. So yeah, so stay on my channel, check it out. I'm going to show you all this stuff. As for my channel, DMC still up and running. GTA Season 1 is ending on Part 16. Part 15, and then it'll say Part Finale the next week. I already have a trailer for Part 2, so stay tuned. Metro's still on the way as well, so come back Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Comment, like, and subscribe.